Good morning, everyone. Dan Hunt with the JSKA Rochester Virtual Dojo. Today is Saturday, November 30th, one day from December. We're getting some pretty good snow here in Michigan. Fortunately, over here on the east side, or east side of Michigan, it's not so bad. But I talked to Marty yesterday, and they were already getting like 8 inches of snow yesterday out that way next to the Lake Michigan. So quite a bit of snow, and then even in the UP's got quite a bit as well. So today a plan is to work on some hip rotation drills and try and improve our hip rotation. Use those drills to work on some Kihon exercises. And then we're going to finish up with Tensho Kata. It's a Goju Kata. And it's kind of a conglomerate of a lot of the hand and hand and wrist techniques that Kihon, who was one of the founders of Goju, put together, so that you could work on some of the principles of being able to use those hand and wrist techniques. So we'll get started with that and start with a little warm up. All right. All right, feet together about. All right, jogging in place. Hey, Marcus. Jumping jacks. Change your arms. Change your feet. Change your arms again. Good, hips around. Switch. Good, arms around. Switch. Front and back. Arms up. So tukes. Up and over. Switch. Arms up. Push the hips forward. Bring the arms back as far as you can. And forward again. Hang the arms. Rotate through. Again. Small circles. Switch. Palm forward. Switch. Palm up. Switch. Palm to the back. Thumbs down. Switch. Fingertips to the back. Switch. All right, good. Shoulders. And back. All right, knee lifts, hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Go. Out to the side, hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheet. Go. Ankles up, hitch. Knee. Sun. Sheet. And go. Good. Easy front snap kicks. Standing here. Hitch. Sorry, left leg. Knee. Done. Keep your hands up. Sheet. And go. Okay, side snap kicks. Start with the left. Hitch. Knee. Done. Sheet. Go. Good. Now, from here, we're going to lift and make circles. Hitch. Knee. Done. Sheet. Go. Go the other way. Hitch. Knee. Done. Sheet. And go. Good. Other side. Hitch. Knee. Done. Sheet. Go. Other direction. Hitch. Knee. Done. Sheet. Go. Good. All right. Shake your hips around again. Okay. Legs wide. Bend at the waist. Okay. Over to the right. Switch. Left. Back to center. Okay, bring your feet in. Squat. Push the elbows into the knees. Kind of rock it side to side. And up. Ah, good. All right, left leg forward. Front snap kicks. Front leg, back leg. Hitch. Knee. Done. Sheet. Go. Good. Switch legs. Hitch. Knee. Done. Sheet. Go. All right, good. Long. Stretch the groin. Okay, shorten it up. Bring the foot in. Open and close the hip. Go longer. And come up. Stretch the hamstring. All right, hand up, other way. Stretch the groin. And bring it closer. Open and close the hip. And longer. And straighten the front leg. All right, up. All right, shake it out. Turn around, straighten. All right. Get the screen here going. Needs to be. Okay, there we go. All right, so today, let's going to start with some hip rotation drills. So part of the point of having good hip rotation is you can deliver body mass forward. You can also create torque on limbs, etc., and you can use it as a pulling action or a pushing action. So if I want to push out, I'd open this hip. If I want to push out this way or pull this way, I use the connection of my arm to my body and pull or push with that rotation. So that's the point of having good rotation on that. So let's start with just some simple drills to get started. So everybody put your face this direction, okay, and square your hips up. Okay, and let's actually go just a little shorter than a normal front stance because I want you to really exaggerate. Now notice my back leg is not straight, but it's tucked. So my backside is tucked, which causes a little bend in my backside and in my knee. So now I want you to take this hip and rotate it all the way as far as you can without letting that foot slip out that way. So you want to turn this as far as you can, and you should feel the blade edge of your foot with all this pressure. Okay, my hands, if you can turn it all the way so that your belt is sideways, that's really good. For me, with this in a shortened stance and my ankle nice and tight, I'm at about 30 degrees from the side here, about 60 degrees from the front. What I want to do is I want to take your right hand, my left hand, and the left hand back here, my right hand, is I want to swap their position and push with the outside blade edge of the foot. And open up nice and slow, push against it, feel that edge of the blade edge of the foot, knee, and come back, just palms right now, sun. And when you bring that front side hand back, put it about in your armpit area. Shi, back. Okay, so when you're here, you're really loading up that leg, so there shouldn't be any wind up. There shouldn't necessarily need to be any further dropping. You should already be into it. So that all you got to do is push and release it. And again, back. Even more. There it is, pushing. Yeah, there's that bend. Yeah, that makes you work a little bit harder. A little bit more turn, Peter. Forward. Go. Back. You got a little lean going, Peter. Back. Sit. Open. Hutch. Gary, what leg you got forward? I can't tell. You have your right leg forward or your left leg? Oh, left leg. Okay. All right. That's fine. Coo. And back. Jew. All right. So from there, let's take and do a double. Okay. So each time you got to work on trying to get that pressure into the back foot. So from here, let's start with here. Okay, so Gary, why don't you swap your legs so that you're matching everybody? All right, so from here, you want to open, close. And every time you open, I want you to feel it in your back foot, not just see how my knee is moving a lot. I want to keep my knee moving very little and put that pressure into the foot. So from here, okay, I don't want you to go too fast with it. I just want you to feel it. Feel that edge of the foot. Knee. Sun. Shi. One. Oh, no, two times. Two goes. 1, 2. Yeah, 2 goes. Yeah, not just, yeah. 4 twists, but only 2 forward with the backside hand. Knee. San, really take the time to feel that blade edge of the foot. Shi. Go. All right, let's go the other way. Okay, so again, a little shorter than normal. I want you to be able to create that pressure there. Notice my belt is about center of my belt still at about 30 degrees, even with the new hip. Okay, so from here we're going to go out and then come back and put pressure on it. Okay, so let's start with the pressure. Okay, back foot has to be forward-ish. Okay, doesn't have to be straight. Okay, in fact, I'd prefer you not be straight unless you're a mutant like Ariane used to be. He had just this completely Gumby-like ankles. It's amazing that he could do that. But most of us are mortals. So somewhere in the 45 to 30 degree, okay, is probably where most of us are going to be. So let's open that hip up. Okay, keep the tuck underneath. Itch. And back. Put that pressure on it. Knee. Back. Sun. Back. Chi. Back. Go. Rook. Back. Ruko. Back. Sichi. Okay, so where I can tell you're doing it right is that you almost have a feeling like those toes want to start rotating out. Okay, if I'm putting enough pressure on the outside edge, this back foot toes wants to roll out this way. If I remove some of the pressure down, those toes are going to feel like they want to move up and roll out, kind of like what we talked about with Nijushi Ho. Okay, that squeeze. The toes kind of want to go once you let the pressure off the floor. So if you feel just a little bit of toes wanting to go, that's about where it should be. And then all that pressure will end up on the outside edge. Do a couple more for you guys, and I'll watch the guys online. Itch. Back. Knee. Back. Sun. Back. Sheet. Back. Go. Good. Back. Itch. Back. Knee. Back. Sun. Back. All right, Mike, be careful. Don't let that knee kind of move out as you go backwards, okay? Just check it yourself. This knee, don't let the knee come out this way. Keep the knee nice and firm. Okay, so you don't have to rotate. Once you start rotating and that knee starts coming out, that's too far for your body, okay? Sun. Shi. Back, last one, go. All right, good. Now let's do two. Okay, again, not fast. Okay, so 2 outs. So we're going to come back, out, back, out. Okay, put the pressure on that outside edge. Ready. Itch. Knee. Sun. She. Go. All right, good. So one of the things you should probably have felt is not only the drive from the back leg, the pull back of the other side hip, and then the squeeze of your inner thighs, creating this connection to the middle. Okay, so I'm open this way with my hips. When I go forward, my hips close and everything is all going forward this way, which means my inner thighs are nice and tight too. Okay, all right, so stagger a little bit, gentlemen. All right, so now we're going to, let's go left leg down block, come on, hands up. Actually, let's start with Kibadachi. Okay, all right, so we're going to go off Sorry, off to the left first, and I'm going to push with this outside edge, Gyakuzuki, then I'm going to pivot, Gyakuzuki. So each time we're pivoting, okay? And I prefer you pivot on the heels, but if you can't get on the heel with this type of technique, I think you could probably get away with on the ball of the foot, but I prefer you pivot on the heels because the heels foster the squeeze on the inside. Okay, there's a lot of folks that don't think it matters, or they always say ball of the foot, but I like heel on this one. Okay, so kibadatch, you go this way first, one punch. So we're off at the 45. It's knee, sink, sun, she, go, rook, sich, hutch, ku, ju. All right, now two. So we're going to end up over here. Ready? Ich, knee, sun, she, go, rook, sich, hutch, ku, ju. All right, good. Now go to the other corner. Face the other corner. Now we're going to do two. Notice your tempo went up when my tempo went up. It's knee, sun, she. All right, so Peter, you're not moving your feet at all. Yeah. All right. Well, that means you got to use more inner thigh squeeze. Okay. So put yourself in that front stance to the side. Bring your back foot more forward. Go a little shorter stance. There you go. Back foot more forward. No, not forward toward me, forward toward the direction you're going. Yes, there you go. Turn that hip more. Good. Hitch. And not moving. Knee. San. Squeeze this into here. Hitch. Even more. Hitch. Hutch. Ku. Ju. All right, good. All right, yummy. All right, so the idea on that is that after you've made the connection point here, now I have to immediately open this hip up and send it the other way. Okay, so squeeze, open, squeeze. So this squeeze happens from both sides. All right. All right, so last drill on rotation is I want to take and do some mate drills, because mate has a big hip rotation. Okay, so if we take this here, kind of like Heian Shodan type mate, so I'm going to take this and turn this hip this way. Okay, we're going to go the same direction each time. I won't do too many so we don't get dizzy or anything. Best way to avoid that is when you're here, spot something over there as you get part of the way across, okay? Okay, so here we're going to take this hip, we're going to do two to start it off, and then the third one is going to be here. Okay, ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay, if you're going really, really fast and you feel like you're a little off balance, that's good. Now find a way to get on balance. Don't go slower. Ready? Ich, ni, san. Ich, ni, san. Ich, ni, san. Ich, ni, san. Very good. Switch legs. Same thing. Okay, so as you come here, don't bring your leg over here. Okay, as I'm making this turn, this leg shouldn't come way over here. It ought to go right down the middle on the diagonal to the position that I want to go. Okay, so from here, let's see. From here, I want to go over here. Okay. Wait a minute. That's not right. Am I going the right way? No, I'm not. So I want to be here. Right. I was wondering why the diagonal wasn't working. Okay, so from here, I want to take it to that 40 or that angle there, squeeze it out, and end up one shoulder width wide. Okay. Let's go this way. Okay. Ready? Pitch. 1, 2, knee. 1, 2, sun. 1, 2, sheep. 1, 2, go. 1, 2, roku. All right, good. Now just all one count. Let's do inside leg here. Okay, big turn. Just on the count, I want you to do a down block. Ready. It's knee. Sun. You can help yourself by having your backside hand go toward the direction that you're going. That brings the hip with you this way, right? Sun. She. And go. Good. Switch legs. Same thing. Down block. It's knee. Lead with that hip. Sun. She. And go. All right. Good, yummy. All right, good. Questions on that? Anybody? Gentlemen? So, having that as part of your repertoire of the way you do things will help create a little bit more power, okay? And get you maybe a little bit more speed when you're stepping or turning, okay? So if I wanted to take, let's say we're in here tight, okay? And I wanted to take Tony down. Do I want to just pull him? Or do I want to have him connected to my body and twist? Okay? That's at least going to take him off balance. May not take him down depending on, where his feet are. But if he's connected to me and I use my body to bring him with, moving your center is always a little bit more stronger than just using arms. Okay? All right, so let's work on some Kihon drills that help us build that up. So why don't we do 2 in the back, and then me and Tony, and then you guys can just follow us up. All right, so stepping forward, hirari giran barai kamae. All right, so open that hip up. Okay, so now we're going to step in agiuke gyakuzuki. So we're going to open the hip, then we're going to close the hip. Ready? Itch. Knee. An. Chi. Ushiro. Itch. Knee. San. Shi. Go. Oh, sorry. Too many. Go back. Left leg forward. Okay, so right leg. Their left leg. Yeah. And back it up just a little bit. There you go. All right, so one thing about going backwards, too, we talked about this many, many moons ago. We haven't really spent too much time on it. When you go backwards, don't let that heel come up to go backwards. Okay, when you go backwards, what's causing that heel to come up is you're putting pressure on the front leg to push. You should already have that pressure away, and all you're doing is sinking. First thing is your hip starts to slide backwards and sink into that heel. All right, so try and have that that heel pressure as you're going backwards. All right. Sotuke Gyakuzuki. Ich, ni, san, shi, ushiro. Ich, ni, san, shi. Turn that hip more forward, Peter. There you go. Can you do more? All right, going forward. Geidan Barai Gyakuzuki. Ich, ni, san, shi. Step up just a little bit, Peter, so you don't run into the wall. There you go. Ushiro. Ich, ni, san, shi. Hey. Good. Now, Uchuke Gyakuzuki. Ich, ni, san, shi. Okay, notice all the movement in my belt here going. Okay, again, Ushiro. Ich, ni, san, shi. Okay, my Shutoke. So this one here has a big open hip. This way, even bigger than a regular front stance would have. And then the close, bring the toes forward. Okay, Nukite or Gyakuzuki. Gyakuzuki's fine. But got to bring it into a front stance. So the pressure is here. Hip is 45. Pressure on the outside edge, pushing, moving the front foot, and then bringing that forward. Okay, ready? So Shutoke Gyakuzuki. Ich, ni, san, shi, ushiro. Ich, ni, san. Watch yourself, Peter. Come up a little bit. No, come up a little bit. She. Yeah, man. All right, so when you make that Shutoke, one of the things I'm seeing, Peter and Marcus, is the Shuto, you tend to be more over here. This thing is facing all the way over here. So try and keep this pressure down in the front when you do that Shuto, okay, without opening up this much. Keep that pressure down in the front. That way this blade edge can be pressured. Once you start going here, now I'm almost rolling up onto my pinky toe, which doesn't allow me to get that pressure forward. And I'm going too far away, and can I use you for a second? All right, so make that Shuto just from here. Step backwards, Shuto box. Go. Okay, do it the wrong way. Do it again. Open up as big as you can. Go. There it is. Don't let me have it. Just resist it. Yeah, resist it. Okay, now shorten it up a little bit. There you go. Now resist it. Feel stronger there? Yeah, big difference. Open it up real big. Open it up really big, really big, really big. There it is. So see that front knee is starting to collapse? This arm is starting to disconnect from this shoulder. Once I get it way back here, I got no resistance to, okay? So you've actually started to lose the pectoral connection here. When you start opening it up so far, more, okay? The resistance comes from this side too, right? So close it to regular. There it is. So now it's even, right? Pretty balanced. Yeah, okay. And that front knee stays forward too. Okay? All right, good. Close. So be careful that it doesn't open too far. The best way for this one, and I think we worked on this in was that part of your Shodan prep? Getting that hip down here like this, or has it been too long? Yeah, you slept since then? Okay. All right, so have this hip down here. Let this belt knot belly button go to about 45 degrees. I know there's a lot of people I see online and in fairly high ranks that end up way out here like this. I don't know how you do that and keep your knee straight without letting it collapse in that. Okay, so let's go forward, left leg forward, kamae. Right. All right, so now I want to take this and do an oitsuki. And then I want to turn around, Geidan Barai, Gyakuzuki. Okay, so let's step away from the back wall here and kind of go middle floor. Okay, so left leg forward. Okay, step in Oitsuki, 1. Okay, big mate down block like in Heian Shodan, 1, 2. And then come back. Now step forward, Oitsuki, big mate, 1, 2. So you should end up right where you're at and come on. It's knee. Are we kind of going left here? Yeah. Okay. All right. Now get yourself back to center of the room here. Okay. Come on. It's knee san. Sorry. Gyaku. Come on. It's knee san. I want to do another lunge blast, don't I? Yeah. All right, come on. It's knee-san. And come on. It's knee-san. All right, so you feel that big whooshing hip rotation. It all becomes kind of one motion. Okay, so it's a closing hip, boom, as you deliver that gyakuzuki, as you make the turn. Okay, again, a couple more. It's knee-san. It's knee-san. Come on. It's knee-san. It's knee-san. All right, straighten yourself out in your room. Move over a little bit, Peter. There you go. It's knee-san. It's knee-san. It's knee-san. It's knee-san. Good. All right, Yame. All right, change your legs. Kind of start a little bit more on that side. We're going to go that way a little bit. Okay, so you guys left leg, focus on line, right leg. Okay, so step forward, oitsuki, itch. Knee, big turn, down block, reverse punch. Itch. Knee-san. Itch. Knee-san. Itch. Knee-san. Itch. Knee-san. All right, so one of the things that you have to do is you have to make sure you get wide enough when you make the turn. That's why you got to kind of come across on the diagonal. Okay? Otherwise, you're going to be too narrow, and then when you try and make the reverse punch, you'll end up falling over because there's no hip opening for that to fall into, or you'll have to move your front foot. Okay, so let's do a couple more. Okay, you guys are facing the rear now. Ready? Pitch. Big turn and gyakuzuki. There you go. Pitch. Knee. All right, Mike, you're doing just a back leg mate. I want you to do front leg. Turn it around like a Heian Shodan style mate. Okay. Pitch. So step in oitsuki. Now take the front leg, down block, reverse punch. There you go. And come on. Take your hands. Come on. Fighting. There you go. Hitch. Knee-san. Good. And come on. Okay, so step in oitsuki. Hitch. Knee-san. That's it. Good. Itch. Knee, son. All right. A couple more. Itch. Knee, son. All right, good. All right, yummy. All right. How'd you like that one? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Right. Okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, yeah. Well, good. It trained your brain a little differently. Well, go back to that lunge punch here. Little training here. So don't forget this hand. As you draw a hand, they send it that way, underneath your armpit. Underneath? Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So that'll help get this side hip turned around too, right? Yeah. You see, I noticed you went a little off balance there. Why was that? You went faster than you normally do. And you're going, wait a minute, I'm a little late tensing everything up, right? Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So that's the key when you start figuring out how to go faster. You're going to find yourself a little unbalanced. Don't take it slower. Keep it fast and try and figure out how to maintain the balance and get that squared away. So it's probably just a unbalanced tension. Maybe you got the outside and then inside, and then just kind of wobbles that way. They both got to come together to tie everything together. All right. So next one, we are going to start again, left leg forward. Okay. Now we're going to just step back, down block, step in, oitsuki. So this is hip, open, close. Okay, so we're going to put that pressure on the outside edge as we come back in. So step backwards, down block, knee, san, shi, go, hook, itch, hutch, ku, ju. All right, so when you step, you have to squeeze those thighs together. Now you're bringing it straight back. In fact, you're actually bringing it out this way and out back in on the way in. So I don't necessarily want the feet together. Watch, as you're going forward or going backwards, don't bring the feet together so you end up going side to side, right? That's beginner. It's supposed to be building the squeeze of the thighs. Okay, you don't need to bring the feet together. They can come a little bit closer to each other, but as you step back, just squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze the thighs together. Squeeze the thighs. So this works on single railroad tracks. Okay, the feet move on a straight line. The inner thighs come together. Okay, a couple more. Peter, step up a little bit so you're not stepping over that. Great. Ready. Itch. Knee, san, shi, go. Good. Switch legs. Ready. Itch. Hip. San. All right, Dirk, you got this really slow tempo going today. Oh, bad knee. Okay, I got it. All right, do the best you can. Itch. Hutch. Ku. Ju. All right, so Mike, same point for you. You got to squeeze those thighs together. You're leaving a big gap between your legs. Can you make your knees touch almost? There you go, without bringing your feet in now. if you can. Yeah, there you go. Let's do that a few more times. It's neat. Squeeze those thighs together. San, chi, go. All right, yummy. All right. So we have a question. Hold on a second. Let me get it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. So no, it's not necessarily supposed to be rooted for long. So the question Tony's got is how based should we be on that particular drill? And in general, I would say I always try and only tense a blocking type technique for a very, very short period of time. And the whole point of that is I want to get to the hitting technique next as quickly as possible. So like if I were kicking your my getty to you and you were just from a standing up position, you stand. Okay? You're gonna step back with a down block. Boom. Now that one. All right? Do it again. Boom. You want to stay there while I got this coming? No. So as you step back, as soon as your foot hits, you want to come forward and maybe hit me or take, do a clotheslining type. Oh, yes. So before I can land my foot or even land a second technique, you want to be bouncing off of that. Boom, boom. And it's not that you don't actually base out. You do, but it's like a bouncer ball, right? A basketball. It compresses. The ball itself becomes out of round. Same thing with your foot. It's here, then it goes flat, and then it goes back up again. Okay, but you don't want to be boom, and then boom again. Now, if you're trying to train what does it feel like to create that downward action, maybe you want to take that and slow it down a little bit. But once you get into the actual execution of it, you just want to be kind of a bounce off of it. Okay? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, so like Osensei used to tell me, beginner drills, do it like a beginner. Okay, so your point is take this and maybe base it out a little bit longer and then push off of it to go to the next one as a beginner drill. But then as you move through the exercise, start adjusting so that it becomes more useful and builds a more advanced feeling of just coming off of it. Okay? All right, get a drink of water. We're going to start some Tensho. Yeah, I got to figure it out. Ah, this, oh yeah. Yep. Random chip on the floor. Grandkids. All right, so let's get started. Let's start with the Sanshin stance so that we all have a rudimentary understanding of it. And we worked a little bit on this on Niju Shiho last week on Saturday and also Tuesday. Okay, so a Sanchin stance is a short stance, which is only about maybe an inch longer, big toe to front heel. So back big toe to front heel. Front foot is turned in, back foot is straight, and it's got about the width of a regular Yoi stance. Okay, so stepping forward. Now I want to take and squeeze the thighs together. Then I want to take and roll the hips around and pull. Okay, so if you roll the hips around, the hips go forward, right? But then I want to drop them back down again and pull. Okay, so when we used to do this in the park, we would have an opportunity to pull on each other. Okay, let's see, I'll go here. All right, so you grab underneath, and then you're trying to pull me, right? And then when I go underneath, and I'm starting to pull you. Okay, so the idea is it wants to not pull from the upper body, it wants to pull from the lower body. So squeezing, there it is, good. And the whole body would move. Okay, so the whole body tends to want to move because the whole thing is all bound up here. And it's really more for inside type fighting. Okay, so like, you know, these slashing, punching, or putting palms in the head, stuff like that. All right. All right, so let's do some stepping with this. So everybody put your left leg forward, turn the front foot in, push the hips down, roll the hips and pull. Now, like we talked about this foot feeling, as I release this, before I release this, you should feel like the edge of my toes almost want to fly out this way. I'm rotating so hard. So then as you step, okay, as I step, I'm going to release the heel and come in and recreate that feeling. Okay, I'm going to pull in so the heels feel like this one. My heels want to feel like they're coming in. So this one actually does have a little bit of the knees come in, but the foot tends to go straight, and then it lands straight and then turns out and comes in. A couple more. Squeeze. 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 Let's go backwards. So as you step back, this one steps back and the toes turn in as you squeeze. Okay, and then create that round the backside twist and pull. Ich, ni, san, shi. All right, good. A little bit wider, Marcus. A little less wide, Peter. And back foot more straight. Even more. There you go. How come those can't come together? Can you sink down and bring your knees together? Even more? Even more? There you go. Sink down even more. Okay. Okay. How about you, Marcus? Can you sink down and squeeze your thighs together? No, not out. In. There you go. In. Yes. In. Good. That's better. All right, MA. All right, so this is called Sanchin Dachi. There are no other stances in this kata. It's all Sanchin Dachi. Okay. The other thing about this kata is, it being a Goju-Ryu kata, it always starts with what leg? Right leg, correct. Okay, so Goju-Ryu katas always start with the right leg. And then the other part of it is, this is their dynamic tension kata, kind of like Hangetsu for us. Okay, this one has breathing in and breathing out, 100% of the body, okay, and complete tension on the entire body. In fact, when they do this kata, can you do the first move, which is 2 Chukes, just going forward. 2 Chukes going forward and squeezing, squeezing, squeezing. Okay, the senseis are all tense all this up. So they're just beating on their students really heavy because everything wants to be okay, so really heavy. You got to know where the breath is in order to breathe in, and then also breathe out. And these breath ins are very long as well. Very different than most katas where the breathe ins just kind of happen, and the breathe outs tend to be quicker. Okay, all right, so let's start it. All right, so we're going to do it sensei mode here, and then we'll switch around and let them play the regular way. Okay, so it starts here with a bow, then from here, out. Okay, and then feet come in, and the toes are out slightly. Okay, so stepping forward, we're going to step with our left. You guys stepping forward, your right. 2 Chukes, Sanchendachi. Bring your left arm back. Okay, turn it over. Catch. Swipe. Pull it back to your armpit. Push up. Roll it over. Pull back. Push down. Okay, let's do it again. Sorry. Left on top of right. Step out with the right. We're stepping out with our left. Bring your left back. Catch. Swipe across. Push. Pull. Push down. One more time. Okay. Up. Hitch. Hold. Now breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Okay, so the next one is, see how my fingers are pointing down and my wrist is going straight up. Don't let that wrist turn. Don't let the wrist turn. Make the wrist, thumb is still at the top of everything. And then we're going to change it. Thumb is still at the top of everything. I'm just pivoting the wrist down, then out, then in. Notice all these elbows stay here. Okay, don't let those elbows come out at all. That's part of the technique, is keeping everything tight. So here. Okay, now step forward to the next one. Itch. Just a single. Catch. Slice. Push. Pull. Push low. Wrist up. Wrist down. Wrist out. Wrist in. Okay, now both. Itch. Catch. Slice. Push. Pull. Push down. Wrist up. Wrist in or down. Wrist out. Wrist in. So when you do wrist out, it looks a lot like this. Can you see that? So like this. So the wrist is tipped. So I'm hitting with the wrist this side and letting these fingers go as long as they can so I can bend that wrist as far as I can. Okay? What's that? Yes, this is about solar plexus. Solar plexus level. Okay, back to the beginning. Hey, Bob. Oh, sorry. Do the Goju Yoi. And Kamai. All right. Ich. Knee, catch, slice, push. Ich. Knee. San. One side, do the next side. Ich. Knee. San. She. Go. Both sides. Ich. Knee. San. She. Go. All right, good. All right, why don't you guys do the regular way, and I'll keep doing it sensei mode. So you guys turn that way. Okay. All right, here we go. Any questions online? You all good? Okay. All right. Well, Yoi. Tensho. Ich. Knee, pull back, left arm. Ich, catch, slice, push and breathe out. Roll it over. Push and breathe out. Up wrist, down wrist, out wrist, in wrist. Notice the elbow stayed right where it was. Ich. Knee. Un. She. Go. Elbow. Ich. Knee. Un. She. Go. All right, now stepping backwards, coming over the top, letting my hands go out and down in. Both hands are down here, 45 degrees, and maybe 30 degrees to the front, middle fingers facing middle fingers. Okay, now hands go up, just roll it up and step back and cover. Same thing. Okay, now right hand goes high, left hand goes underneath. Wauke, as you step back, push, change. Now left hand is high, right hand goes underneath, and push, and then finish. Okay, so when you finish that, fully empty your diaphragm and your lungs, empty all that space out of there. So let's do that ending part again. So we got both hands up and in. Okay, so we're gonna roll it over. You guys want to come this way? We'll do it the regular way with right foot forward. You guys can do your translation here if you want. So the wrists are in. So I'm going to leave the elbows where they are, but the hands are going to come out. Now the elbows come out slightly. Okay. Then I'm going to go up, back down again. Right hand is up, underneath. Change. Got that? No? No, don't get that. So show me wrist in. Okay, you got your right leg forward. Okay, so now just flop your hands around and come in as you step back. As you step back. There you go. Now as you have step back, just turn your hands up No, not this. Not any flippy thing. All I'm doing is turning it over. Just turn it over, and then bring it back down again. Yeah, as you step back again. Yeah, there you go. Now, right hand up, left hand underneath. Wa-uke, hitch. Nope, you got to go. So your left hand is going to cover your face. No, left hand is covering your face. Step back. There you go. Yeah. Now switch. Now your right hand is covering your face. Yeah. Okay, so wa-uke. Let's everybody go into the wa-uke position. So we're going to have our hands here. Let's see. Yeah, right leg forward. Okay, so I'm gonna go opposite. Okay, so right hand up, left hand underneath. So this left hand goes over the top as I step back and push. Now I change. Right hand underneath covers the head. So this is here and then pushes back in. So as you go around, you're here, go around, bring that hand that went up to your side. The hand that went down, bring it to here, and then it ends up high from your armpit. Okay? Do it again. Okay, so right leg forward, press. You guys can do it the other way. Okay? So, right hand up, underneath. Change. Right hand underneath. Bring right hand to your hip, left hand to your armpit, and push. So this goes slightly up, this goes slightly down. So it's separating a little bit. And then step back. So feet are apart on this. Let me say heels are together, toes are apart. Okay? Does that help? So the one that's going underneath your armpit covers. Okay? So think of this, Tony, can I use you for a second? So this one here, he's punched toward my face. I'm going to catch it. Then I want to bring it to my side. Then I want to hit him. Okay? So this is a fairly quick motion, boom. And I'm inside, or I could even do elbow, smash, whatever, however you want to do that. But this is a kind of a take it over. Okay? Catch, take it over. Catch, take it over. Bam. Notice he opens his head up a little bit too, and I pull nice and hard. Okay? Okay, and if I miss it, then, and his hand drops, I can still hit. Okay, and I can still press this here if I need to. Okay? So the idea here is I want to keep my elbows kind of tight in this. Okay, I can go into the floating rib, I can go into the kidneys, into this triple warmer area here to the neck. If he turns his head even more the other way, back of the head, all that's kind of fun. If he doesn't turn as much, and I didn't get a whole big pull, I can just put that in his face, that into his kidney area. Okay, so that's the whole point of that wa-uke. Now some people like to have this as he's coming to grab me, right? And tie him up. I'm not sure that I'm going to be able to get both hands. But even if he came with a big push, I could slide both hands. Boom. Doesn't matter. As long as I get on the outside of one of them, boom. Okay? So as long as I get on the outside of either one, doesn't really matter how I do it, as long as I move to that side and I use the hand that is away from him as the block, and then this one here brings it to the side. And even if I can't get him here, this, tight, okay? Then I can use my body to turn if I want to kind of create that luxation on the elbow, at least connect him to me so that he doesn't, boom. No, it just hits me, bam, right? Okay, so at least I can connect it, and if I can maybe even, if he goes with both of them, I can get both hands and just tie him up a little bit, and then however you want to do it there. And I think this, to be honest, I think this is probably the back of the neck type of thing. So if he comes in, then I'm going to boom, boom, do him again, right? That's interpretation. It just kind of came to me just a minute ago, but that's kind of my thought on that one, even though it just looks like you're just flipping it over back and forth. That's kind of what I think it's the intent is. Okay? All right, let's go again, and we'll call it a day. You guys do it the other way, and I'll do it with you guys. Let's remove the spotlight here. I'll have everybody doing it together. Okay, here we go. About. Oi. Tensho Kata. Itch. Sun. She. Go. Rook. Keep those elbows nice and tight. Itch. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Itch. Knee. Sun. She. Go. Stepping back, roll the hands and up. Repeat, up. Did you step? Henry, did you step back? Okay, you did not step back, so you need to have your left leg forward. I'm sorry, your right leg forward. You're right. Okay, so from here, raise the right hand. Okay, left hand comes underneath, covers your face. Okay, change, left hand. Push out, and then step back. And finish. Okay, so the Masubudachi with your feet are Hachidachi. So this is out to 45, or actually your feet are to like 90 degrees to each other, 45 to the center. The Yoi position for them, or Kamae position, is slightly inside, so it's about 30 degrees. Okay, but when you're going to bow, your feet are apart at a 90 degree to each other, 45 to the front. Okay, any questions? Anything online? Good? All right, so we'll do this again one more time and try and build up on it, get the breathing down, and then also kind of work the body dynamics of it as well. Okay? All right, good class today. Thanks for coming. Appreciate it. And we will see you guys